Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Hey, yo. So,
What's up, man?
Is this what we doing again?
I'm laughing because I know exactly why Max is laughing right now. But how we both end up for not having our equipment tonight, man?
No, bro, my equipment is not working. All right, so my equipment is not working. So, that's my dilemma. Basically, the high tech webcam is not picking up, and the $1,200 joint ain't picking up either. So I'm just screwed tonight.
So neither one of your operations is working right now.
Nah, we just gonna work through it, man. It's triple threat wholesaling. We're gonna make it work. Truthfully, man, I haven't gotten a haircut. My barber told me, and he might be watching this. I really hope he is, man. My barber told me he's out of town for, he said, a few weeks. I said a few. I said a few weeks. I said, man, what you telling me, man?
They don't understand the responsibilities they have to people.
Yeah, man. I said, who else can cut my hair, man? You know what he told me, man?
Nobody.
Nah.
Yo, we got.
I didn't know we had sound effects now. I didn't know we had sound effects.
Yeah, bro. We got it all, bro.
This man told me, he said, man, anybody in the shop can cut you.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, man? I said, that's not it, bro. That is not it, man.
Ain't no way that's happening.
Nah. So
what's been going on, fellas? It's been we took last week off, was real busy. I almost didn't make tonight, but I'm here. We all here. I know we was all super busy.
Yeah, I've been slammed, man. Nas, I see you just got your haircut. Why don't you tell us what you've been up to, man?
Same old, man. Just grinding, bro. Just grinding. Can't really complain. Doing deals, wholesale businesses. Picked up since August, and just trying to be strategic with picking up rentals and things of that nature.
Yeah, how things going with the medical office building?
It's going terrible, but it is what it is, though. So
You know what I was thinking, Nas, when you had, how much land is that?
Probably almost an acre, maybe almost 1 acre.
Tear it down.
That's not a bad idea.
Go with a metal building with a brick front.
And if you got an acre, look at the zoning. You probably can put something way more substantial on there than what's there right now.
See, this is when we can work together now.
No, it's a possibility.
Why you should have called us.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm working on I'm working on some stuff. I was gonna give the building a facelift, and I'm getting quotes, so we'll see how this play out.
What's your quotes looking like? I just want to deep dive this.
One quote I got so far, I was like 190.
I can get you a whole building, metal building put up, looking nice.
Bro, hey, this ain't Worcester, man. You ain't getting $10 a square foot building up this.
I'm telling you what happens is they have these prefab buildings that are already the metal's already pre-made, and they come out and you're pouring a pad. Obviously, you got to pay for your concrete and all that stuff, but you're pouring a pad, plumbing's put in, and you're literally building an open space with probably a 112 roof pitch, so it's real shallow, and you going in there with drop-in ceilings, and you putting in your office space. You're just doing office space. You just got to put a brick face on it so it look like it's not a metal building.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, man, why does Nas always respond like he don't want to listen to us?
No, bro. it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
I'm only buying 2 metal buildings right now, so I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you got to send me the link to where I get these metal buildings from.
Hook up the guys from General Steel out of Colorado.
Yo, Max, somebody said, this is hilarious. Somebody said you like a character in Minority Report.
What's Minority Report?
I knew you weren't going to know because you don't be looking at TV like that. It's a movie from back in the day with Tom Cruise. He was in like this control room the whole time he was in the movie, man.
I'm in a nuclear bomb shelter right now.
I like it, man. I like it.
So check this out. So obviously you guys know the build for my house is starting to move along, and in February, prior to me knowing that I had to go out and get do all this erosion control, I thought I was gonna be pretty fast to move along. I end up getting my 84 lumber quote. So the lumber to build my house was about 20. Yes, this is live, Marco. So the number to build my house was to get the wood for it was 25,000. Right. So I don't know if y'all know that lumber has went up 80% since February.
Yeah.
My new check I just dropped for lumber yesterday was 43,000 compared to 25 grand, and I should have bought that and stored it.
Yeah.
Now, what I told you in 2018.
What you say?
What you say?
What I tell you in 2018, man. Stop doing what?
Get out of new construction.
But now, let me tell you what I did.
Max, because he building his personal house.
Yeah, this is just a whatever I got to do house.
But the investment stuff right now, new construction, man.
So what I did is I went out and I bought futures on wood. So I went and hedged my loss for paying an extra 20,000. That wood is going up 8 to 10% a week. So I went out and bought futures, and I went out and bought some stock in some of the largest actually wood companies.
Yeah, didn't they say because most of the wood comes from China?
No, bro, it's not even that. So there's a wood place in Canada that's shut down right now. That's slowed down big time. But then you got, I think it's all bullcrap if you ask me. I think it's all BS about the prices of wood going up, because they said the reason why wood's going up because of the shortage of workers they have right now.
Yes.
But but they all got PPP, bro.
Yeah, that, and people need jobs too.
And then the wood guys, the guys that actually go in the forest and cut down the woods and sell wood to wood mills, said they've been telling them not to bring them no more wood. So who can't fake a crisis to make 80% more on a product?
They probably making more that way than spending more to hire more people and mill more lumber.
And guess what we got to do when we're in the middle of think about CJ. If you would have sold, I know a guy that said was selling 4 of his properties and then had to literally cancel the contracts on them.
Yeah, I don't miss that at all, especially right now.
So lumber prices are absolutely crazy right now.
Yeah. Okay. So also, you might want to order your appliances 30 days prior, because you got some Lowe's out here quoting people 2 months. I had to wait 30 days to get my refrigerator in this house.
I'm not buying my stuff from Lowe's.
The reason being, a lot of appliances are made in China, so things are taking longer. Of course,
way longer, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. So, and right now, if you are a retail buyer looking at $120,000 house, it's a possibility you might get an upgraded appliance packages just because a $5,000 appliance package, just because that's all they had in the store left. And that person had to put it together to show the house. So that's going on right now. But Lowe's, like my fellow investor friends locally told me, Lowe's is telling them 2 months. They 2 months out. So you get yours in, order your appliance now, which is September. You'll get them November.
I think something important about this conversation too is this is an example of what makes it so tough to do affordable products and things of that nature in the marketplace in terms of housing, because land costs haven't dropped yet. Those have kind of stabilized out, and they've kind of have crept up over the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. Material costs are going up. Things of that nature. So as a builder, right, you put yourself in a position where you may want to do, affordable rate housing, things of that nature, but all the other variables involved is literally just impossible to be able to do something like that. So when people see a lot of new construction going on infill lots inside of, existing city neighborhoods, things of that nature, where that's coming from is you literally can't afford to build something affordable.
Yeah. And because it took, what happened, I was reading a statistic, it took the average home price up by $16,000.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Max, you came to my hood, and you seen the houses that you said you can get built on 65 a square foot. Now I will admit these houses are pretty basic, just vinyl basic houses with quartz countertop and tiled up bathrooms. And yeah, man. I mean, right now, one is in the market for it was 350. They dropped one to 345, but yeah, the one next to it sold for 305. First day. So people are pushing up the prices due to you can right now. It's a shortage of houses.
Big time. And that's why everything that I have in rehab right now, I'm just gonna keep it kind of crazy. I've actually enjoyed not finishing some of my projects early and I know it's a give and a take and it's a risk, but so just because I've went 3 weeks longer, the prices probably went up 10 grand.
Yeah.
And
crazy right now. But
let's talk about something that I seen on the news 2 days ago or yesterday. Sorry, yesterday. Open Doors going public.
I haven't seen that. Really?
And Shamat, which is a guy that owns a capital, but they're doing it through. They're doing something. They're going public and they're doing it through something. Now, here's where I still think that Open Door is a bad thing to get into as an investor. First of all, I would not buy their stock on IPO. Number one.
They haven't even made any money yet.
They haven't made no money yet. And the one thing that they're missing, so Shamat, I don't know if you guys know Shamat. Shamat's a real smart guy, but I think this is one of the dumbest investments he's ever did. So how they brought it to market was with what they call a SPAC. You guys know what a SPAC is?
No.
SPAC investment. So it's like it's a special purpose acquisition company. A special purpose acquisition company, sometimes called a blank check company, is a shell company that has no operations but plans to go public with the intention of carrying or merging with the company until the public offering. So essentially, the SPAC that Shamat is a part of got a $90 million fee, right? Then he says he invested $160 million of their own money into it. So literally like a $60 million investment. Oh man, that's a better camera. It was you. It was you the whole time.
I got it working. It started working for me.
Nah, bro, that was you the whole time. Don't just quit. Stuff just don't start doing that.
Yo, I got it working again. All right, my camera clean again, y'all.
He's gonna leave me like that.
So what happens is they're going public, right? Either way, they're going public. I think there's a couple things wrong with that. I even did a video. I went to an Open Door product. One, they don't know anything about the community they work in. Typically, they only know it from an algorithm standpoint. Two, their finished product is crap.
Yeah.
And three, they never made any money yet. So he's like yo, this is one of the best investments we've made in a long time. And I'm like, he's like, this is one of the markets that are going to change, just like how buying cars and all this stuff online and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but you're missing this big human element. Because if this was the case, then real estate agents would have been gone a long time ago before this transition even happened.
Not just that, but like one thing that makes me think about is like how many, I don't even know, I don't think you can, right? But do you guys know anybody that's doing 50, 100 plus rehabs a year successfully without, issues or anything like that? I mean, I don't know anybody right now doing that many. I don't know if you guys do.
This guy says Shamat knows what he's doing, but I don't think he only to fool the public. I mean, he's got a real low risk involved with what he's doing. I think Shamat hasn't done enough research to make a decision on this.
I don't see Open Door personally as a viable business. I just don't see how you can at scale, like their margins. Let me back up. Their margins per door aren't high enough to support the logistics needed to do something with like that, like the manpower needed for that. But these guys got a lot more money than I got. They got fancier degrees than I got. But what they don't have is the experience of actually doing this stuff before. So like you said, they're making decisions based on algorithms, which work for a lot of different things. They work in real estate to an extent, but something like rehabbing, man, that's labor intensive, site intensive. I don't know, like the disruption in your margin for something like having to wait 2 months for appliances or lumber going up 80%, things of those natures. Like, I don't see how in the margin that I've read before that they're working on, how that's sustainable.
I mean, I agree with you, Chris. Open Door bought my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, they bought my house, man. So
and they were the highest bidders for your house, right?
The highest bidders.
So what are you guys' thoughts on how that could potentially impact? Because we got, we're all wholesalers. We got a lot of people watching this who are wholesalers. What are you guys' thoughts on how that can, in a positive or negative way, impact what we're doing?
I think and this has been a question before, right? This whole iBuyer thing has came up before, and these questions about they're going to kill us. The reality is they can't work with us. They can't do what we do. They can't do what we do.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree with that. I think my thought is, I think the majority of the public, when it comes to housing and things of that nature, and I'm speaking with a wholesaler hat on, I don't think that they want to deal with these huge, large companies. A lot of people, in my personal experience as a wholesaler, they're not looking to deal with somebody who's this big, huge company because they often think they're going to be taken advantage of. And when you're operating from like a direct to seller standpoint, there's no trust barrier there, right? Like, there's no realtor involved, there's no attorney involved. That's not of your choosing, kind of thing, typically. So there has to be trust and credibility built directly in with the seller. And I see the majority of people wanting to work with people like us versus working with large scale companies that there may be a level of distrust there, whether that's right or wrong, with working with a company as big as Open Door or something like that.
So Open Door and Zillow only profited 3.3% per an actual flip. Now that the company's not profitable, but their flips only profit 3.3%.
That's what how can you logistically work off of that type of margin, even once you compound it, right? Like, I just don't see how that's going to be. I just don't see it scalable. Yeah,
Jim is saying that Shamat. Sorry, Nas. Jim is saying that Shamat is that they said the same thing about Carvana. The difference between Carvana is that you and I will buy a car on eBay right now.
Right.
We'll buy a car on eBay. So Carvana is not a new phenomenon. It's not. You didn't have to train people to buy cars online, right? You didn't have to train. That was already done over a long period of time, training people to be able to. I mean, you look at CarMax. Most people bought their cars online, went in the store and seen them. So it's not a new thing. You got Tesla. People are buying Teslas, and then you got dealerships where they're at. So that's not. I don't put the Carvana in the same category. The thing about selling your house is, and not only perspective of the customer learning what it's like to sell your house online. Also, can you do it successfully is the more important thing. How do you make these evaluations without having thousands of foot soldiers on the ground?
Right, which then eats up your margin.
Yeah, an algorithm can't tell you whether the there's a leak in the roof or not. Now I know they do pre-inspection buys. Like I know they do a pre-inspection before they buy it, but that usually takes them to bring the price down. It's a turn off on a customer. Think about how many times we've went into a house or we said something, hey, we can buy it over the phone, and then we go into the house, and then we have to mark it down based upon blah, 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 blah. It's a turnoff. They're going to make another phone call.
Absolutely. So when they bought my house, they, due to the COVID, they didn't send anybody out.
Nobody looked at the house at all?
On the outside only. Did the outside walkthrough, not the inside. Inside, we did FaceTime.
So quick question on that then. You said they were your highest bidder.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you mind sharing, or let me ask it this way. What was the difference between their highest bid and the next lowest bid?
It's public. It's public information. He told us what they bought it for last time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he wanted people knowing where he was at or anything like that. But
yeah, this is the old house. They could Google. That's the old joint.
The old spot.
Yeah. So Zillow offered me 140.
Okay.
They offered me 150. I talked to my realtor. 150 for my ranch style house was the highest sale on my street for as is. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. Easy as is. I don't have to fix nothing up. I don't have to do granite countertops. Yo, my realtor said, yeah, I mean, you might as well take that. So I took that 150, and it was, now I'm saying 150 net to me. What that means, 150 net to me, is that they offered 163, but after their fees, I got 150.
So that's important to say. So when you look at an open door purchase online, you like in North Carolina where disclosures say, you're going to see that they paid 163, right?
Yeah, you
right?
don't see the fees.
But then they reduced you down to 150 after these fees.
Correct.
Right? Some people, that's a turnoff.
Yes, some people don't like it. For me, I would say, man, I'm listed for 150, so therefore 6% off 150, and I'm getting 150. I'm like, man, yo, let's do it.
So what did they end up selling your house for when it was all done?
Bruh, they ended up selling it for 183.
And what time frame?
Less than 30 days. CJ, you've been to my house. Max never been to that house, and I'm a pretty clean person. You come to my house, you take your shoes off at the door. So therefore,
you told me to take my shoes off when I walked in the house.
Absolutely, yes. And then I sent you to your room like my son. God. They cleaned the carpet, did the touch-up paint. I was thinking like, yo, I gotta do granite countertops to all the bathrooms. Nobody's buying these plain Jane white countertops that I had. As you've seen, CJ, like nobody buying that, so I'm gonna have to do the granite countertops. I would have spent about $5,000 and fix that, right? Could have done it, man. They refinished those white countertops, so got rid of all the scratches and all that. Refinished that, touch-up paint, cleaned the carpet, and sold it for 183.
Shit, that's called a hotel.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't, but they made their own comp. I'm at 1,000. Okay, they knew something that that I wasn't able to bet on. I wasn't.
Wait, so when you sold to them originally, that was the highest sell at that time. 150
for my style of house.
So now, then they bet on creating their own next comp.
I swear they created their own next comp. 1,300 square foot house, 2 levels, sold for went on the market for 180, sold for 185. So I was at 1,050 square feet, right? So we like, all right, well, fixed up, you probably can get like 160 fixed up. So I'm like, man, I'm not going to spend 5,000 to make another, 5, and it's going to get ate up in commissions and all that. I said, yo, I'd rather just list it 150 as is. So
where you getting your information from, bro?
Huh?
Where was you getting your information from?
The realtor. We had a conversation.
You got to put, you got to get your own info, man.
Hey, I pulled my own info, but I didn't want. I was like, yo, I got a cash buyer in front of me that's ready to go, can close as soon as I need him to close. Say, hey, look, we going hard at the X day, or do I want to deal with a loan in COVID? Now loans are taking.
What month was this?
July.
So we were kind of into COVID already.
Yeah, he said that Nas got scared, bro.
Nah,
that's what I was trying to. That's what I
got scared.
No. We were now in lockdown. But have you trying to get a home loan now? Because I'm refinancing, bro. They fisting you right now for documentation, making sure that you can, afford that house. In the event of this COVID. So loans are. A realtor told me loans are taking between 45 and 60 days, sometimes 3 months. So I was like, man, let me take this shirt shop belt and get it off. Because I was going to list it 150 as is. But they offered me 150 and they turned around, just did the touch-up paint, cleaned the carpet at 185. So kudos to them.
So you got scared.
I got, yeah. I took the safe route. I went to safe route.
But there's a lesson in that too, though, right?
Yeah, there's a lesson in that.
Like there's nothing wrong with taking the safe route.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, bro, my cost basis on that house was my cost basis was like 86.
So you was eating on it.
Yeah, I didn't, bro. Like, yeah.
You could have ate 100 though.
Could have. Now as you put it that way, could have.
Nah, but I mean, listen, the pandemic could have went the other way.
I could have thought.
Conversation would be different right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like somebody,
I
if I
don't
would
know.
make my own comment, right? If I would say, hey,
Charlotte though.
I mean, yeah, Charlotte.
That's
But
true. That's
hypothetically speaking, let's say I would say, hey, I listed my house for 185, it's not selling. What's the highest sale?
It would have cost you nothing.
Huh?
It would have cost you nothing to do that.
It would have cost me nothing. It would have cost me nothing. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Realtor was pump faking. She needed her mortgage paid, her bills paid that month.
She was ready to go. Shout out to the
And
realtor.
she ended up getting nothing. Did you give her commission?
She didn't get nothing. I went straight to yeah.
She should have lied for the listing at least.
Man, yo, somebody said, when are y'all starting up the meetups again?
Pandemic.
Probably 2021.
That's what it's looking like, man. That's what it's looking like.
Thank God I haven't got COVID, and I don't want to do it from a meetup.
Me too.
And yeah, on some serious joint,
I see people doing meetups, and I pray for them, but I ain't that desperate for no content.
I ain't about that life, man.
I'm not that desperate either. I'm not about that life. So I know some people. I know two people that told me they went to weddings and got COVID. So I'm not trying to do a meetup. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. That's different. Weddings is more intimate, but I'm just not trying to meet up in the place where people are.
Now meetups, man, people will be coming closer than 6 feet, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not. I haven't. I've been asked to speak at some. I've been asked to attend some. So no, I'll be there 2021 after this COVID epidemic. People want to take me to lunch left and right. We can do this after COVID, bro. Like I'm not trying to, because I've talked to people who got it, bro, and who had it, and I just don't want those symptoms.
Nah, I'm with you. I don't got enough miles in on the bike yet to be catching COVID.
Yo, how's that going for y'all? How y'all still been staying active?
I just got back reactive, man. I feel like it rained here for like a month straight, and I usually try to ride. What's that?
Keep that rain up there.
Yeah, man. It rains like every day. I felt like for like a month straight. So I've just been getting back on it, man. But I need to get on it every single day for sure. You go ahead, Nas.
Can I say something? No, somebody asked Wanda. You can go direct to you don't need an agent to go to Open Door. You can go direct to them them or Zillow. Any of the iBuyers, you can go direct. Ideally, a lot of them don't like to deal with wholesalers anyway. So yeah, they want direct to seller and they buy off the MLS. But go ahead, CJ.
No, that was it. Let's my man Vern said it rained for 3 days. Let's what questions we got, man? Let's hit some questions, man. Let's hit some questions.
Let's do it.
Somebody said Lisa Ray is the cure.
Somebody said Lisa Ray, what is the cure?
That's somebody been watching Nas videos, man. Let's find a good question, man. Where's the question?
I don't even see none.
Let me see what we got. Hold on. I like doing these, man, because we don't always get just real estate questions, and I feel like that's good.
Yeah, ask.
I saw one. I don't know where it went. How explosive is wholesaling becoming?
Right now is the thing to do. I mean, the market is hot. If you're a flipper, right? All right. Once you get in flipping, all right, like rehabbing houses, you're in the belly of the beast. All right. You need inventory. That's how you get your paycheck, by having inventory. If you don't have houses, you can't make money. So yeah, wholesaling right now is hot, and the Charlotte market is any major city. The market is crazy. It's a shortage of houses. Interest rates are at an all-time low. So yeah, man, I'm doing a refinance. The rate is insanely low. You know, it's crazy right now.
They just came out today and said, rates are going to be locked. I don't know if locked is the right word to use, but rates are going to be where they're at for at least the next 3 years. So 0% at the Fed, which is about 4%, 3 to 4%, depending on what you look like. For the consumer side, in terms of real estate mortgages, is going to be that way for the next 3 years.
Hey, yo, son.
You understand how significant that is.
Hey, son.
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hey, son. No. Let me say this, bro. Open Door giving me 2.8.
2.8%.
Yeah, Open Door is giving me 2.8. I'm not BSing, bro.
Oh wait, Open Door is doing what?
They give me 2.8 home loan.
Open Door,
bro. Open Door home loan.
and that's the move. Open Door ain't worried about flipping houses. They worried about owning enough inventory and flipping enough inventory to be part of giving you a home loan.
Son,
That's what they do. They don't give a damn about flipping houses.
They put Nas in a whole funnel.
bro.
Oh, he whole funnel with the house, bro.
Whole funnel, son.
And they got you at each spot.
Hey, yo, son, I called my man. I said, yo, bro, I'm just curious, man. I'm looking to do a refinance, man. What the refinance rates looking like, man? He's like, yo, what's your score? I'm like, yo, I'm at like 760. He like, you been quoted? I said, nah, I ain't been quoted, bro. He like, yo, I'll probably have you around like 3.1, 3.2. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yo, damn, this 2.8 is good. No fees. They said no fees too. They doing no fees, bro. No fees and low rates. I mean, of course, if your credit is you know what I mean, together. But they gonna fix you if you self-employed. But all loan officers doing that right now.
Yeah, you can't get away from that.
Nah,
I
all
don't
loan officers doing that right
statement loans anymore.
now.
Yeah. They say you don't need money to start wholesaling, but don't you need money for the earnest money deposit? Max, what do you think?
Absolutely not. I'm about to try. I'm looking for my first contract right here, just so y'all can see it. But go ahead. Nah, what y'all think?
Nas, what you got on that?
I'm gonna say no. I mean, the way I started out putting $1 on as the earnest money deposit and didn't give it to him.
Yeah, my first, I don't know how many deals. My first probably 20 deals. My EMD was $10.
Yeah, but did you give him the $10?
Nah.
Yeah, I didn't give it to him.
Nah.
Yeah, so
Don't go saying, hey, the guys on Triple Threat said,
yeah, don't say that.
You give an EMD. That's not what we're saying.
That's not what we're saying.
Yeah, that's not what we're saying.
To have a valid contract, you do have to have a consideration. So if you don't give them that $1 or $10, that contract holds no merit in court.
Yeah, but I think the point is, like my first 20 or so deals, my EMD was $10, right? And at the end of the day, at that point in time, I was significantly broke, but I could find $10 to place an EMD. I mean, look, if I've got the prospect of making $10,000 and I just got to find 10, I can find $10, right?
Like literally probably in the couch.
Yeah, I can find $10. So I think sometimes people overthink the EMD portion of what we're doing. There's no specific number that an EMD has to be, right?
Correct.
It's whatever you negotiate, whatever the seller is willing to accept. It has to be $1 or more, essentially. So like right now as a standard, all of my contracts reflect a $100 EMD. Sometimes sellers ask for more than that. I'd say 99% of sellers never question that whatsoever.
No, they just want to know, hey, when you closing?
You got to be able to speak to sellers with confidence and explain your process and let them know, because the EMD is a seller's way of knowing that you're serious, an educated seller, right? And so you got to be able to confidently explain your process and what your intent is and build that trust. And that's why rapport is so critical in your sales process to navigate through some of those EMD situations.
Yeah, let me see if I can share.
See, I didn't even know Open Door was doing loans and stuff like that.
No, I didn't know either until they advertised to me. And that's one of the questions they asked. They said, you need help find a new house? Or I was like, your own house.
So that's literally a funnel, bro.
I know.
Yeah, you're in a straight funnel. My guy Jim in the comments said, told you. I didn't know they were hitting people at multiple points like that.
Yo, son, jokers did a home loan for me.
This is somebody who asked about contract, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is my first contract ever.
$50.
$50. I ain't even used that attorney. That's all the way in Charlotte. Yo, if you look hard enough, you can probably see some misspellings.
Hey, yo, you know why? Though, but hey, Max, you want to know why you're successful? Why CJ's successful?
What's that?
Because you didn't look for a profession. You just did it.
That was going to be my question. I'm glad Nas said that. I've got a ton of students, man. I see this question all the time. I know you guys see this question all the time. Max, where did you get this contract? And did you have an attorney look at the contract before you first used it? Da 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 da.
Come on, man. You know
I already know the answer.
Oh, all right. Okay.
It's important for people that are new to here, because I get this question all the time from my students. They're like, man, do I need to meet with an attorney? Do I need to have somebody look at the? I'm like, listen, man, my very first real estate contract for my first few deals, I found from a random Google search. Finally found one that wasn't in PDF format, because back then I didn't even know you could fill in a PDF. Finally found one in Word format, filled that thing out, man, and got paid, man. I couldn't have told you anything about the specific language of the contract. So Nas's point is, sometimes in this business, we overthink it so much, and we're trying to analyze every single step and every single thing. So you got to just go.
No, and it's what happens is, like I said, if you look through this contract, I promise you, the people have told me there's misspellings in there somewhere. I just haven't found it. I haven't looked at hard enough because I didn't care. What this was for me was around $14,000. So I don't care what the spelling was like.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to show y'all assignment fee for this one. So
so for assignment contract, we got one. So
and said, y'all look right here. This is when 9/28/2016.
First deal.
I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary.
That's awesome, man. That's beautiful. That's awesome.
So
somebody says, no, go ahead, Max. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm buying time.
All right. So I'm reading some of the questions. Somebody asked if I was a teacher before real estate. I was not. Maybe I could have been.
You was a stripper, weren't you? Oh, that was Nas. That was
definitely Nas. I was. I did Bible school before real estate. But no, in all seriousness, though.
I was about to say, you did what?
Nah. But no, I'm not a teacher. I explain things the way that I needed to know it to understand it. And so I try to break things down in a very simple, easy to understand way, hopefully.
Let's say right there.
That's how I needed people to explain it to me.
What does that say right there?
Where you at? Oh, 14,000. So you made 14 and put up 50.
What day did he sign that?
Even put up the 50.
What day did he sign that?
10-3. So what? That's 4 days later, 5 days later. How'd you find that buyer?
Facebook Marketplace.
Hey, listen, I don't know if everybody's up on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is a gem. That's a gold. That's gold right there.
You gotta be careful with it, bro.
I'm not. Well, there's a certain way to go about it.
It's different. It's different now, but it's still there. It's still there to use.
Yeah, you can't go on there throwing the property address out and all of that.
No, none of that stuff, man.
Right. Yeah. I'm not saying to do that, please. But we've sold a lot of deals from Facebook Marketplace.
Absolutely.
Somebody said, can you wire the EMD without visiting the seller or going to the title company? Absolutely.
So understand that. So I don't know about you guys, but here's how my stuff works. The EMD. So my contracts now have two things on it. They have and they have an earnest money deposit and a due diligence fee. Each one is $100. So I'm putting up $200 per house. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. How do you guys work it? My EMD goes to the attorney who's in my office, and then the
due diligence.
The due diligence fee, which is $100, buys me 10 days of whatever. Right. So let me try to pull up a contract here. You guys, how do your stuff work?
So I just do straight inspection periods, but my inspection periods run the duration of the contract, right? So I don't put a limitation on how long that inspection period is. I do like, because you mentioned that before, I think on one of the triple threat episodes, that due diligence piece. I like that a lot. My students, man, they recently put me up on something I haven't seen. I'll tell you guys about. They were talking, they showed me this contract where they have it dated, and I don't know if this would hold up, but it's dated as business days versus a standard 30 days. So they dated as 30 business days. So if they need additional time, that it has a built-in additional time. I'm kind of the opposite. My contracts personally say within whatever our agreed time frame is to close, because I want to have the ability, if I find a buyer fast and they can close ASAP, I want to be able to get that deal closed as quickly as possible. What are you doing?
Hey, somebody said a lot of daisy chainers on Facebook Marketplace, but it's very useful. Absolutely. That's one reason I don't like it. It's a lot of daisy chains on there. And like my man said, I bought deals from wholesalers on Marketplace. But and that's what I tell. That's what me and Max just want wholesalers to be more careful, man, because Craigslist used to be like everything that when Craigslist was once was the place to move properties. Now it's Marketplace, and it's the same things going on, man. That why Craigslist just not even being used anymore to dispo properties, man. So people just have to be careful and do things the right way.
I think so. This guy Tyler says, if not putting the address on Facebook Marketplace, when do you share the address if the buyer wants to check comps or check out the property?
When they call you and you can have a conversation. So I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go.
But when they call you, they're going to have an intelligent conversation. How many flips are you doing? How many active flips do you have now? When's the last time you've done a flip? You own any rental properties? You want something from me. I'm interrogating you. It's 35 people behind you calling.
But that's a key point, though, Max. Hold on. That's a very, very key point. All right. I see so many new wholesalers, so many people getting into this business that they're so eager in chasing the check from that deal closing so much that they don't take a step back and kind of look at things with a bird's eye view. The key gem that Max just dropped is somebody is coming to you to get something that you have, right? So you don't gotta be in a rush to meet them wherever they want you to meet them at, or do things the way that you set the policy. You let them know how your sales process is going to go. So when you get the buyer on the phone, a prospective buyer on the phone, you do what Max just said. You have a conversation and vet them out. And if they're interested in the property, I want to see a proof of funds to know that you're capable of actually purchasing the property. That's how we do it as far as Facebook Marketplace.
Perfect. So answer this question now. Have you ever backed out of a deal?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Right? So how do you do that?
Who's talking to me, CJ?
Oh, he said Nas? I thought he said Nas' son. My bad. I thought that's what I heard.
See how crazy. Yo, so look at this. This is an example of a contract, right? I didn't know I was going to do this. I'm literally pulling this up as we speak. The property address, the purchase means the net sum of $55,000, right? There's an existing mortgage payoff, approximately $19,000. Earnest money deposit, $100. That goes to, now keep in mind, guys, I put $100. I'm a millionaire. So earnest money goes to the attorney. This is for them. This is the way I explain this to the seller. When you sign this contract, listen to me. When you sign this contract, I'm going to bring this contract down to the attorney, attached with this $100. They asked me what the $100 is. That $100 opens up escrow. That's how I explain it to them. It opens up escrow and allows the attorney to start the title search.
I said something.
Yep, me too.
Right. So due diligence. The due diligence is $100. Hey, this due diligence is what I'm paying you for. Now, I don't know about y'all, but in Winston-Salem, you get a due diligence anywhere between $300 to $1,000, depending on the price of the house. And this is when you're selling something on the MLS. So that means the seller who put in a contract for my house that's fully rehabbed is going to get probably 15, 20 days of due diligence on the property in a not so hot market, right? Now it's probably like 10 days or so. But the point is, they're paying me $500 and that's typically what it is $500 of due diligence money that they're going to give to me when I sign that contract. When I sign that contract, I can then take that as consideration and I deposit it. But what he bought, what the seller bought, now this is an MLS house. Remember, a house that I've rehabbed and flipped. What the seller has then bought is those 15 days for them to go out and do their due diligence. So I gave them consideration. So when people say, do you back out of the deal? It's written in my contract, right? And if you go scroll down, even though I said I'm going to buy it as is, where it is, if you look in the contract, if you go down, it talks about inspections. Oh,
wait, Max, man, I thought you didn't even do real estate, man. I thought you just did video content.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't want to say nothing, but that's what I heard, Max.
That's what I'm just saying. What I heard
that too.
Man, crazy, right? You all heard the same thing. Must be true.
So right there on D, inspections. The buyer shall have inspection examination period of 15 days to inspect the property. Buyer or his agents or representatives at buyer's expense and within reasonable times during normal business hours should have the right to enter the property upon the purpose of inspection, examination, testing, surveying. Buyer assumes all responsibility for the acts of itself and agrees to indemnify and hold the seller harmless of any damages resulting therefore. You can read this yourself, right? So this right here, the buyer should receive in return of the earnest money. So the basically saying, yo, I gave you this $100 to buy these 15 days. Now, if y'all do the math, you can see what it costs per day. But what I do in those 15 days, I get an inspection if necessary. Now, this is a strategy that we do. If the house is solid, I don't need to go waste money on an inspection. If it's iffy, day 1 or day 2, I'm calling my inspection guy. He's going to go see the house, $300 to $350. He's going to give me this full inspection report within 48 hours after visiting the house. I'm going to have all the damages available. If I see something that I don't like, I'll back out of the deal.
Or you can retrade it, right? You can renegotiate it.
Exactly what I was about to say. Or I can go back to the seller and say, here goes the inspection report. Listen, there's things on here that I didn't know, that you didn't know, that are going to cost me more money. So I know I said I was going to give you $55,000, but I really need to give you $48 because of this, 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 and this. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'll back out. You got $100. No problem. But more than likely, in that time, I already know the house is solid. At this point in time, when I got those 15 days, my team, our disposition agents, are reaching out to buyers. They send out the blast, text, email. Each respective agent gets their call, starts submitting calls. Then we have what they call a highest and best. We start to get to the point where everybody wants it. All right, cool. Highest and best. Everybody submit your highest and best by Wednesday at noon. Wednesday at noon's come, we take the highest and best. You get to, if we pick it in by noon, you got to the end of business day to bring in your money. If you don't bring in your money, the next person, then the next person. It's that simple. So you really just don't make this hard. Do y'all do something similar like that?
Yeah, and I think another thing on that, I know that we got people on here that are doing their first deals or, doing different deals or trying to, grow their business. Listen, if you can't get a bite on a deal or get interest in a deal within really 72 hours of marketing a deal, there's something wrong on your end in the deal.
And here's the thing. Don't call me with 24, 36 hours left talking about, Max, I need you to do a deal with me.
Right. I get those calls too. And it doesn't make sense, right? Like
when you first get it.
Yeah. In the first 72 hours of marketing a deal, if there's no buyer interest in that deal, and when I say buyer interest, I mean somebody saying that they're going to be putting an offer on that property, it's time to go revisit that deal, right? Likely somewhere in the numbers, there's an issue. But that's why doing the things that Max is talking about is so important as far as that due diligence period. That's why your scripting is so important when you're talking to sellers, gathering property condition information, understanding exactly what condition the property is in. Because when you get to the point, and I'm saying that for people who can't afford to go do a property inspection, right? So when you get to that point, you want to be able to, after that 72 hours, to revisit that conversation with the seller. And you're going to have to retrade that property. You're going to have to renegotiate that property. And the way to be able to do that, to get that at a better price, is going to be the repairs. But if you haven't gathered information when you spoke with the seller initially on the phone, when you were cold calling or texting, whatever the case might be, now you're in a place of no leverage to have a conversation with the seller. So what I like to do is, when we're having those conversations, get sellers to let us know the worst things about their property. So then if we have a situation where we need to go back and revisit the price, then we have things to leverage from that conversation. Well, Max, you told me that the roof needed to be replaced, right? So it's like, hey, we're anticipating that to cost $7,000. Those prices are coming in, material have gone up. Prices right now are coming in about $12,000. We need to do something different here on the price of the property. Max can't come back and say, well, I never told you the roof needed to be replaced, because that's what he said, right? But when you guys skip over the important stuff like property condition, motivation, things of that nature, what you're really doing to yourself is losing leverage later in the conversation or later in the process when it comes to dealing with different sellers. Somebody just popped up. I saw a comment. Somebody said they need our help. Did you see that?
Yeah, somebody said they was trying to help this lady, but I didn't see the question.
What's the question?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Here it is. Hey guys, I have a property in Jacksonville, Florida. Lady is behind on back taxes about $11,900. She's willing to take $3,000 to $5,000 for the property, but the comps are $36,000.
Yo, do it, bro.
Hey, I'll buy it.
Property needs full rehab, and I'm not sure if I should put it under contract.
Wait, full rehab.
Right. So doesn't sound like a deal to me. So she's got a tax issue of this is what I hear. This is what I hear. So she's got back taxes of basically $12,000, and then she also is willing to take quote unquote $3,000 to $5,000 for the property. Guys, when you hear that, what that actually means is she wants, what is that, 17, 18,000 for that's the actual price.
Well, it's 50% of retail.
Correct. Right.
And the property needs a full rehab.
Because the taxes have to be paid. You can't alleviate the tax issue. All right.
You can't alleviate, but you can take subject to the title insurance company probably won't. They're not going to insure the taxes, but they'll insure everything else. I've done that before in Charlotte, but I bought those houses to hold.
But I was going to say that's more of an advanced.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. This person is new. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, CJ.
I know when you get your haircut, man, you get real smart on me, man. I'm just making sure I don't want this to go over nobody's head. You know.
So D-Storm, here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, the person that you're speaking about, you said the house is worth $36,000. And this is where I want people to really start to go back to the basics and watch some of the videos and spend some time doing this. $36,000, right? So I wish I had a way to put this up on the screen and write this. And maybe I do. Give me a second. But on $36,000, you just can't make something like that happen out of the middle of nowhere, right? So let me go over to this screen. And I know I'm just doing stuff on the fly, but trying to help y'all out here. All right. So the house is worth $36,000. These are your numbers. I don't know anything about this property, so I'm just using your numbers. So what is this? This is the ARV, after repair value, right? And you're saying the property needs how much repairs? A full repair, right? So D-Storm, I need you to, he said he already did the math.
Well, it's a learning opportunity for everybody.
Yeah. So all right. So he says the ARV 70. Okay. Let's fix it. If the ARV 70, D-Star, what's the rehab cost? D-Storm.
If he's saying full rehab, I'm gonna assume that house is maybe like 800 square feet, right? A smaller house. So what? 30, 40?
I'd say 40.
Yeah.
Yo, D-Storm, do me a favor. If you got this, because I know you don't want to put the address right there, and I don't want you to do that either. I want you to text me right now, D-Storm. Text me the address, and and here's what I'm gonna do, D-Storm. I'm gonna look up this live right here. I'm not gonna show it to everybody, but text me right now. Text me at 704. Write this down.
Everybody,
I want to make, before we get out of here, which we running close to that hour. Nas, you got somewhere to go?
I ain't got nowhere to go, bro.
My man, text me right now.
Yo, D-Storm, I was right. He said 806 square feet. Yeah, I know these little houses, man. You know, we got a lot of them.
It's money on those.
Yeah, I used to kill them doing those little houses.
Yeah. I still kill them.
But you want to get the ones that got ARVs of like 120 to 140.
See,
I like the ARVs between 75 and 95.
Y'all down there in North Carolina, y'all different down there.
Nah, not in Charlotte. Charlotte, we don't have that no more. No more. But I used to kill them in that in Charlotte. But yeah, we don't have that no more.
I do have a whiteboard in the studio. I just don't have it with me right now. Remember, this is just I have a virtual whiteboard. I just haven't put it all in there. D-Star, text me the address real quick. If I don't get it in the next, D-Storm, sorry.
Somebody says, do you need a real estate license to wholesale? No, you do not need a real estate license to wholesale, except in Illinois and Oklahoma, correct?
That's all I know about. Other states got some strict guidelines like Ohio, and maybe one more other, but you shouldn't be advertising properties on the internet you don't own.
Yeah, definitely. You shouldn't be doing that anyways. It's just a lazy way out. If you get a deal on a contract, call somebody that's experienced. Don't just blast it out online thinking you're probably gonna make less money not dealing with somebody like me or Chris and Nas anyways.
Yeah,
so don't try to go get all of a grape when you can get half of a watermelon. Mess with us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Chris is taking on new people into the U. And for those who don't know, that's Charged Up University. He's taking on new people. Somebody asked me, do I have a coaching program? I do not have a coaching program. But my man, he got Charged Up University. So you can highlight him, CJ.
Yeah, shoot me if you want information on it, shoot me a DM on IG and I'll hit you back.
Yeah, highlight him on IG and he's going to hit you back. Hey,
what kind of phone D-Storm got? Come on.
D-Storm.
I'm waiting.
D-Storm might be calling the seller right now.
No, I just need the address.
No, I know. D-Storm, where you at?
Hey, we got another one. Wait, when D-Storm texts you, I'm going to take this one until D-Storm texts you. Okay, yeah, just show us your plane. So, all right, I need help, guys. I have a property in West Palm Beach. The property ARV is $485,000. The owner owes $50,000 in taxes. Another $1,500 community fees. The owner wants $140 deal or walk away. If the owner wants $140, now is that $140 net or does the taxes come out of that? Because that sounds like a hell of a deal from what you're just telling me.
Say the numbers again.
$485 ARV.
Yo, what am I doing?
$485,000.
Yeah, the owner wants
$480,000.
$485,000 is the ARV.
Right.
Owner owes $50,000 in taxes, $1,500 in HOA.
That's all they want.
The owner wants $140. Like there's nothing to talk about.
That should have been under contract before the show started.
Yeah, you better go get that. If there's no mortgage involved, even if the owner said, "Yo, I want to net $140," you better get that in the contract. And basically, when you shoot it out, just put the taxes on top of that. So $190, then put your fee on top of that. Whatever you think you want to get.
Yo, I see everybody else's text, but I don't see my man, so I'm about to just bump it.
No. D4 said they sent it.
Yeah, I don't see it though.
I'm not gonna put my number up here. Nas can do that. Matter of fact, that's all our number right there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
he said that's all. Well, we got it. I'm gonna send this up on to you next. I got Tyler's. I got Cameron. I got Justin. Just text me.
Hold on. Property in Illinois, rehab $15,000. Agent says $56,000 ARV. Wholesale price, I'm thinking, should be $24,000 or less. Yeah, but it just depends on the pocket, man. Because I've done so many houses that are worth $50,000 and sold them to $30,000, and they need work. It just depends on the buyer.
Yeah, like you can get away with those numbers, that type of deal, in like an Ohio market, a lot of Midwest places. It sounds like in Winston also, but like in Richmond and probably in Charlotte, those numbers aren't the norm. So when you come across a property, like you don't find a lot of buyers that are going for those. But in those heavy cash flow places, I mean, those are solid rentals because you might be into something all the way in for $40,000 and you can rent it out for $800 a month. I mean, that's a massive, cash on cash return for people that are buying properties like that. And you've got some people that they don't even buy specifically based on ARV. They're buying based on cash flow in a lot of those lower income markets. And they're planning to hold these things for an extremely long time. And the bet isn't always like you see on those bird type strategies that a lot of us use to, play that refinance game, that kind of thing. A lot of people go to those markets just to specifically park cash and get returns on that cash investment.
Absolutely. So yes, that happens.
D-Storm, I don't see D-Storm at all, bro.
D-Storm, we don't see you. In the text, put that you're D-Storm.
I mean, I'm looking at all the text, but I don't see an address.
I'm asking government-owned homes, can they be wholesaled? No. I've never seen it if they can. city-owned property, things of that nature. I know I've bought property from the city of Richmond before. Those things have to go through a RFP process or RFI process. You can't just go and call the city up and say, hey, Mr. Nasser at City Hall, can I buy the property at 123 Main Street that you guys own? It's not going to happen.
Hey, Jose, who said he gets lots in South Carolina for $8,000. DM me what city your lots in.
DM me too.
DM my son too.
Don't call me. Just text me.
How does your cold call disposition look when you get a lead? Do you put your hot leads in a follow-up campaign and power dial them? No, look, if you've got hot leads coming in, so hot leads to me are considered leads where somebody specifically said that they're open and willing to accept an offer on their property within 30, 60, or 90 days. If you have somebody that says that, you need to be speaking out with them one-on-one. I'm not loading those people into a power dialer. You have people who fall into a follow-up category who may be interested in selling. Maybe they're not a motivated seller, but they're a seller. And so maybe they're not ready to sell right now, but in due time, they will sell eventually. Those people, you put them inside of a follow-up process. But hot leads, you gotta be on top of those. I'm not loading those necessarily into a power dialer. We're hitting those on a daily basis, one by one.
Yes. So yeah, you want to get those. You want to touch those. You want to get in front of those. Yeah, you need those. So somebody asked me, do I buy in Statesville? I do not. So I have one now, 120,000 ARV, 50,000 selling finance, and 12,000 down. That's a hell of a deal.
All right, so
go ahead.
Let's just get some guesstimates, right? Because I can't get to tell you. I don't know if he's not filling out the whatever, but
yeah, bedtime coming up.
Other people have texted me in the meantime. All right, look, so ARV of 70, right? And he said this was in Jacksonville, right? So we're safe to say minus 30%, 25%.
Yeah.
Right. So minus 30%. So 70 minus 30% is 21,000, right? Trying to make this as neat as possible on this whack screen, and we're gonna get out of here. Say simple value in math, right? Leaves.
Let's answer this one that just came in real quick while you're doing that.
Right.
Why don't iBuyers like dealing with wholesalers? Probably because you don't own the property, but I haven't dealt with iBuyers in my market. So I couldn't really answer that. But
I don't know if that's the case, but they came in the game. They came in the game strong, messing with wholesalers.
Yeah, they came in messing with wholesalers, then they stopped. And now, not all of them. Some of them will deal with a wholesaler. Most of them want you to own it. It just depends on the iBuyer.
And I think they probably realize why pay us a markup fee when they can digitally go out and pay to grab customers and bring them to them. And that cost per acquisition is going to be much, much less than paying us, X amount of dollars. I'm probably sure.
Yes. Also, that Statesville question. Somebody asked about Statesville. I just got a text from a man. That deal you have in Statesville, make sure you DM me at Real Estate Duru on IG. Real Estate Duru on IG. Please DM me, man. I want to get that over to you.
Say the Real Estate Duru on what?
IG.
What is it again? You said the Real Estate Duru on what?
I heard him say the too.
Real Estate Duru. Real Estate Duru on IG. Make sure you DM me.
So no the in front of it.
All right. Real quick, so we can get up out of here, right? So yeah, that puts you at 49,000. Then my man said there's repairs, right?
Yeah.
What's the repairs? Nas, give me on a house that small. Well, now you got Charlotte number.
15,000. I thought they said.
Huh?
I thought it was 15,000. They said, right?
No, 800 square feet, 4 rehab, 40,000.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Is what?
40.
Is that Charlotte price or is it just like?
That's a Charlotte price for 800 square feet, the whole house.
That's not going to be down there.
Jacksonville? I heard Jacksonville is a city and it's expensive.
All right, say 30. Say 30. You can't. 30 is low, but let's just say 30.
Say 30 then.
Somebody said, Chris, do you still live in RVA? Yes, I'm still in Richmond, man. Don't try to find me. I'm just relaxing, trying to change the community, man, and do great things. But yes, I'm absolutely still in Richmond. I love Richmond.
Right. So that leaves your new MOA at 19,000 minus taxes, which you really can just put in the repair costs because it's the same thing. Minus taxes of 18K.
Yeah, somebody said they see me. I seen Chris in his office. I was shook. Nah, say what's up, man. If you see me at the office, say what's up. Stay 6 feet back, please. All right, because I will put the strong arm out on you. But listen, as long as you're 6 feet back, man, I'd love to say what's up to you, man. It's all good.
So that means right here, that's it, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't even put in a wholesale fee yet.
And they owe $11,900 in taxes.
Yeah, I put that in taxes.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, so
it's a bust.
Yeah, it's not going to work out because it's not going to happen with the tax situation. What is MOA?
Maximum allowable MAO, maximum allowable offer. Y'all say I'm dyslexic, y'all. Y'all should have known that. Switch the shit up.
I knew what you meant, man.
No, I'm talking about Carlos QMCG.
Devil, is it occupied? I don't know. I don't know what's going on right there. During COVID, should I physically go there or provide a checklist to the owner or photographer so they can take pics of what I'm looking for? So we try not to go out and look at properties physically. We try to get that done over the phone. There's sites you can use to hire somebody to go take pictures of the property for you if that's what you need. BPO Photo Flow is one. Shout out to my guy, Antoine Campbell, who gave me that before. So yeah, I mean, you can utilize that. What about you guys?
Same thing. We're going to houses though, but we're really not meeting with the seller if we don't have to. We just wear our mask, 6 feet, social distance.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all go out to eat and walk in the restaurant, take our mask off, walk 3 feet, take it off in a room full of people.
Yeah, I don't go out to eat though, but yeah, I know what he's saying.
You cook now, man?
Nah, he been out to eat, bro.
I'll do takeout.
That's all you doing is takeout?
Yeah, I'm doing takeout. I'm not sitting down. I'm cautious.
When's the last time you cooked, man?
Yesterday.
What'd you make?
No, I'm sorry. Sunday. I cooked Sunday dinner. Yesterday we had the chef. We had a private dinner. Me and a few guys locally.
Really?
And I got a chef. Yeah, we got a chef.
I'm logging off, bro. I never get. Yo, why don't ever get invited to this stuff, bro?
Yo, I don't get those calls either, man.
I know you're willing to. Hey, yo, look, me and your video team. I'm gonna get a chef, and then we'll sit and kick it. You know what I mean?
Nah, yo, CJ, what up, bro? I can't do it.
We gonna make it happen, man. We'll get it.
Yo, invite me to something, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it done. We'll send Nas the pictures, man.
Cool, man. Listen, it's been fun, y'all. We'll try to come and do something. I say, I'm gonna be in LA next week, all next week. So I'll try to do this from a hotel spot wherever we got it. If not, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Well, next week we're not doing it. So the following week we'll be back for it. It'll be fun. We'll try to bring something. We'll each try to bring something that they can learn from, right?
Yeah,
go over a contract, do something like that.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring something that everybody can learn from. Okay. And yes, I
like how Nas. I like how you had that idea, Max, and then Nas that was great. I'm gonna take that move. I like how you did that, where he re-emphasized what you were saying as if he came up with the idea. That was great. That was good.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. I got.
That was good. I like that. I
gotta promote myself.
No, that was good. That was good.
All right, we got a question on the screen, man. What's this about?
I don't think. Let me take this one if you don't mind. All right, Max. I don't think Max likes when you two guys promote yourself, which is so lame to me. All right, so I'm gonna respectfully unrespectfully disagree. All right. So I'll tell a quick story real quick. All right, Max, you got a second? All right.
Yeah, I got time
because I know you don't got anything to do.
It's crazy. Why would I even do the show?
Hold on, I got it. So, Max, we met last August, I think, right?
Yeah, through
Antoine.
So
Max and I met. We don't know each other from fish grease. All right. Nas may have said something kind about me. Thank you, Nas. Right. Antoine, I'm sure, did as well. So you and I met, right? What incentive did you have to do anything with me?
Zero.
None. We became good friends, right? The three of us, right? And so we've done things together in I guess 12 months at this point, right? In the past 12 months. And I want to be very clear. Max has had no responsibility to do any of those things and hasn't made any money from doing those things either. All right.
It's cool.
$0. All right. So I want to publicly say, Max, I appreciate you having us on your platform.
I know that. You've privately told me that. I just think it's crazy that I don't even know where he said.
But we got to address this mentality, though.
Yeah, I want to address it too. I mean, I got some words from Max. You know, I do think that he is holding me back. Him, my cable company, you know,
your internet bill had to go up because of him.
Internet bill had to go up. I had to get the
camera.
Yeah, but now on a serious note, all right. So he drove like an hour and 20 minutes, bro, like 70, 80 minutes, right? To set up my camera, bro, like his team, bro. They didn't ask for money, bro. They didn't say, hey,
how much did you pay for that?
Bro, zero, bro. Like, you know,
because I know you don't know how to work the camera for sure. Right?
Yeah.
So you saying they set the whole thing up. The lights I see you glistening right now.
Yeah,
right?
bro.
They set the lights up everything.
I didn't know, like, you know how they set everything up for me. They set everything up. And then on top of that, right? Like, so he spent the whole day, right? They said you saw that one, right? Hey, yo, bro, we got ended. What's going on? We got ended the joint, bro.
Hey, it's time out. You see what I'm looking at, man?
Yeah, I know what you're looking at, bro. Oh, man. Why you do that to me, bro?
Hey, chill out, man.
Top fights, bro.
Hey, listen. All right, listen. I want to be clear on this. All right, yo, shout out to Nas Haircut first and foremost. All right, one of the most important things in our community, all right, in the Black community, is a brother's hair, specifically a brother's hair.
Very sensitive, bro.
It's a very sensitive topic, very sensitive conversation. Nas, I want to personally say, I don't know who made the comment. I want to personally say, your hairline is flourishing, man. You look great.
I see it.
Yeah, I see your hairline. I think you look
amazing. That one hurt, bro.
I know you felt it. I felt it for you. I felt
like, yo, bro, because
I knew he had just seen exactly what I just saw.
Yeah, because my friends, you know, they all envy me because I have my hairline. They tell me like, yo, bro, you still got your hairline, bro. You doing great in life. And I got my side teeth. So yeah.
All the way to the back.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Max is a hell of a guy, and he's not like that.
Let me yeah, I want to cut you off, but I mean, and he says no disrespect, and I didn't take it as disrespectful. Man, people throw shots at me all the time.
Let
me just kind of break down. I want you to go back and look at. I've been putting out videos for 3 years, to be exact. 3 years and 9 days worth of videos. I've had over 300 and something videos. I want y'all to go back and look at the people that I didn't know from anywhere that I brought onto my platform to help them push or promote whatever they have. And go back and ask those people how much money they've ever paid me to ever be on any of my shows. I have people that want to pay me $10,000, $15,000 to come on my show to promote whatever they do, right? My good friend, Brian Arigbu, he was one of the first big interviews I did to blow up. So y'all seen 2 black people on the screen that do real estate, right? Brian's excelled from there. You know Antoine because I brought Antoine on the platform and took him and allowed him to show off his talents to you guys. There's been multiple people. The Polites, I brought the Polites to the forefront for you guys, right? So they could go out and flourish. And if you ask anybody who I've ever brought on or everybody who I came across, I gave them the blueprint, including these 2 gentlemen right here. I forced Chris to go into teaching because I said, you know too much.
I didn't want to do it.
He didn't want to do it. I forced Nas to get back doing videos because I told him I used to watch him when he had dreads.
Yeah.
But when the hairline was exactly where it's at right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But now that's real, man. I mean, I didn't want to do anything online at all.
So I'm not in this to do self promotion. I'm okay. Just understand I'm fine, right? And everybody that you've ever seen, I've never charged them or took any part of their projects or took anything. It's out of straight love, and you can ask all of them.
Real talk. That's real spit, bro. You don't have to say anything, bro. Like that's real.
I gotta give you money a couple of times. You wouldn't take it.
I had people. Everybody that spoke on We Live, they've been compensated in some way. I've paid them. Now ask them where else they got paid to speak.
Nah, real talk. So yeah, like it's not.
I'm gonna leave that one right there.
It's just that being that you on top, people always take shots at you. But
no, and it's not. And I'm not coming at the dude like that or nothing like that.
I know you're not. I know you're not. And I know you're not taking it disrespectfully. You're used to it by now. But me and CJ been around situations whereas people had way smaller platforms than Max, and they were not willing to share it. Like no way, shape, or form. They in their mind is you're taking away their shine. So they would not let you have any shine. Max has big, major, worldwide platform. So yo, come on, guys. You know what I mean? Just put us on. You know, and it's just you don't find people like that every day. So you have to cherish them because Max is a giver. Like really? He's giving out free content for 3 years.
Like a year ago, I feel like this month, right? I think a year ago this month, the first time the three of us hung out together. Not me and Nas have known each other for a long time. Max was the one that even said, "Hey man, guys, let's take a picture together, man. Put it on." No, I mean he was the one who encouraged that. Right? Yeah. We linked up to kick it and have a good time as friends who have been talking and politic and break bread. But nah, man, Max has definitely been a giver. Definitely extended his platform to more than just me and Nas, like you said. Yeah. Max has been able to create a platform that is really changed the game. I don't want to take too much time talking about it, but really changed the game to the extent of the information that has been given out, the free information, the direct information, things that you can do specifically. I don't know how many times I've ever seen somebody pull up on a free platform and walk through a quick contract like that. Right.
Yes.
Actual deals, no less.
Bro, so it's got me to where I am right now. And I think like a lot of people understand, like when I came into this game and I was so excited that I was making money. I was so excited that I was leaving my mama's attic, that not the attic, but my room upstairs. I was so excited for that I wanted to share with everybody how dope it felt to do it. And I was giving away the game because if I could do it, somebody that barely held a 2.0 and was dyslexic and all that stuff, that you guys can do it too. So it was no sweat off the back. I've been putting content out for 3 years, giving away the game, and you ain't seen a course yet. Yeah. So understand where I'm coming from. Like I don't even like dropping numbers, but my brand generates over $300,000 a week. It's no sweat off my back to have anybody on my show. Y'all can have the shine.
Yo, like real talk. Like, and I told Max, right, after I did this podcast, I don't know if that was a year or two ago. I said, bro, you really shot it out. She gave me a shout out on Instagram. Bro, I have people that I've known for years. I asked for a shout out. They looked at me like I was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I remember when I asked Nas for a shout out and he kind of gave me this look. So I can relate. I definitely understand that for sure.
Yeah, you had to learn the IG.
I had to learn the algorithm. I don't think Nas, did you ignore me all the way or you didn't see it?
I didn't see it, bro. I would never ignore you.
Now I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you what happened, because I've known Nas a very long time. I remember he told me, he said, "Yo, see," he said, "this Maxwell guy sent me a message on Facebook." I said, "Who?" He said, "Man, this guy named Maxwell." He said, "Should I hit him back?" I said, "Man, I ain't heard of him, man. I can't tell you. Can't tell you." Right? I checked in with him, man. It's like a week later, right? I checked in with him. I said, "Yo," I said, "that dude you was talking about, Max." I said, "You ever hit him back?" He said, "Nah, you know I ain't hit that man back, man."
And it was crazy because it was me and Derek, who at the time was a district attorney, who's now one of the biggest attorneys in here doing closings and all that stuff like that. Like he's now got his private practice, but it was us two who was originally trying to get into this and do some things. But It's cool, man. Everything works out for a reason. We all flourish now. We all doing what we doing, man. And at the end of the day, everybody that you see me rock with, I put them through this test where I feel like they're genuine. I love the Polites. I love the Campbells, Antoine and his wife, his two kids. I love all them. Like Brian, that's my homie. Byron, all them cats y'all ever see me with. Like, I got respect for those cats. Like, at the end of the day, like, we all trying to accomplish the same thing. We trying to change our family tree, right? And we trying to share the wealth of knowledge that we've had given to us to be able to give you some of that back. There's nothing, and listen, there's nothing wrong with making money and showing y'all how to make money. Just make sure you learn it from the people who's actually learning. Like, maybe one day I'll package it up and I'll put out a course, because I think a lot of people are asking, when you gonna package it together so I don't got to go through 300 videos to put it together, right? So you got to understand, man, like, at the end of the day, I'm okay. I'm blessed. Every day I wake up happy that I can do what I love and help people do what they love and get paid a lot of money. And I'm sure all these guys will say the same thing.
100%, man. Want to see the real estate community win. Want to see people get their fair opportunity to get the life they deserve, man. I know we're all passionate about that. I know everybody that you're connected with is extremely passionate about that. Shout out to Elvin Green. He said, you can't forget Francis. Shout out to my man Francis, by the way.
And here's the crazy thing about Francis, bro. And I ain't to cut you off. A lot of people think Francis and I are business partners. A lot of people think Francis is like on my payroll. The thing is, Francis is my number one ace when it comes to this business. And I've never had to payroll him. He's always done deals enough to make his own money. I remember when I met him, he was in a position where he was doing okay, but now he buys. Like, the last the last contract we just showed you, he bought that. Like, he went out and bought that with his own cash. You know what I'm saying?
Say how I knew Francis was a real player, man. First time I meet him, we in the studio. He comes in. He's like, "Hey man, how you doing? How you doing?" He's like, "Man, I heard about you." Boom, boom. First thing he does is start talking about deals. I said, "Man, I love this guy. I don't even know him yet." I said, "I love this guy." Because when you're fully immersed in the business like that and what you're trying to accomplish, you can't be stopped.
100%. Yo, check this out. So this guy right here did give me $20. He wanted me to help mentor him. I don't have the time to really mentor, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay CJ full price for his mentorship, and I want you to go join Charged Up, and I'm gonna pay for it. And if you tell me you're not attending classes and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna fine you and I'm gonna throw rocks at your head. Right? So send me the invoice or whatever I gotta do. I cash app you, whatever it is. We'll
get it worked out. Look, send me a DM on IG at the Chris Jefferson. Please give me a couple of days to hit you back. Yeah. All right. I said I'm gonna hit you back as soon as you send the message. Give me a few days. I'll respond to it. I respect people like this. All right. He said that was my last $20. I hope you reach out. I feel that it's genuine just reading it.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I tell my students the same thing. It's something different about hitting rock bottom moments, man. When you touch and feel rock bottom and you know what that feels like intimately, it does something to you that it changes your mental fortitude. And as you start to move forward in life, as things start to rebound for you, nothing can hurt you. Like, nothing can damage you because you've already felt that pain before.
Mm-hmm. And my guy, Coach Lynch, says when they buried me, when you hit rock bottom, I was a seed.
Yeah.
So I'm growing from there. So
he got
Dre M. James, make sure you hit up my man CJ in his DM. I'm gonna pay for your full year. You better do the work too. This ain't no get rich kick scream. You better go out and do the work. I'm gonna pay for it.
If you don't do the work, you gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go. And I'm gonna come back on here and call you out.
No question.
Yeah, come join the U, Nate P said.
Yo, shout out to my guy Nate. That's my guy, man. Yo, shout out to all my students, man. I love my students. They so dope, man. I got a student who just hit. I got to shout her out. I don't want to say her name because I'm gonna tell a little bit of her story. Her first month, 30,000, just came from being incarcerated.
Damn.
In a halfway house.
Okay.
First month.
Keep talking.
$30,000 on her first deal. She just got her second. I'm telling you, man. Well, look, she shared her story, man. I said, man, I'm like, man, more people got to hear that.
That's special, man, and that's why it's so important for this can't be pinned up, and I can't share my platform that y'all are responsible for helping me build. I have to bring people like Nas, CJ, the Polites, Antoine, all these cats, the Rig Boos. I gotta bring these guys on so you can see it's possible, man. It's real. It's real out here. It's this ain't no fake stories. We didn't come from where this is possible. I'm the first millionaire in my family.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I see people ask me about my course and stuff like that. Coaching program. Send me a DM on IG and I'll send you the info.
Your name not on there. Let me do this real quick so I can show you where your name. Why the name's not on there no more?
Yeah, they took our names away.
Oh, I know what it is. I think I got to get rid of this. There you go. See his right there. Chris Jefferson on IG, right? And just send him a DM. Give him a couple days, like he said. I think people. You know what? Also, it's funny. I don't think people realize the amount of messages we get.
Bro,
I get at least 1,000 a day.
I can't imagine what you're getting. I know I got a ton I need to go through right now. I'm gonna try to get through them in the next day or two. But yeah, man. I mean, the DMs are crazy. I see my man Michael Darby in here. Shout out to Michael Darby.
He was he was supposed to be at my house with the private chef, but unfortunately he had some business to attend to. That's my dog, though.
Yeah, so everybody got invited.
So not only did I not get an invite, it was an open slot.
Yeah,
it was an open slot, but it was last minute, man. Unfortunately, hey, bro, we're gonna do some private stuff, man. We gotta do some private stuff. So, yo, check this out, man. It's 9:32. You know what I mean?
Man. I still gotta go work out.
I gotta go eat, dog. So anyway,
I gotta go work out.
Look,
private chef.
Real talk. Highlight me at Real Estate Guru.
Look at all this water I got to drink before I go to sleep.
Oh wow!
I'll kill all of this. I kill most of this tonight, right during our workout.
Nas, we got to get on it. We got to get serious, man.
Oh, I'm down 15 pounds, fellas. I don't know what y'all doing.
Nah, I'm good. Like people like, yo, bro, you working out? That bike doing me right. So
you didn't see what you was just shaking. You're not good yet, bro. I'm not good yet either. I still got some stuff down here to shake.
I definitely do. Yeah, we got to get rid of this, man.
Man, look, I appreciate you guys as usual, man. Any last words?
Yo, but if you tech savvy, if you are tech savvy, media savvy, and you in Charlotte, DM me on IG.
I like that, man. I'm gonna say the same thing about Richmond, Virginia. If you got information you need about coaching, mentorship, whatever the case might be, DM me on IG. I will get back to you within a few days. Don't beat me up if I don't respond right away, please. Much love to you guys for tuning in, getting some game, watching us have a conversation. Peace, man. Much love.